President Carter issued a statement today about the death of John Wayne. Mr. Carter said, in an age of few heroes, he was the genuine article. John Wayne's long battle against cancer came to an end last night when he passed away at the UCLA Medical Center. Here's Barbara.
Frank, John Wayne's funeral will be Friday, and according to his wishes, it will be private. His eldest son, Michael, said today, Dad lived with dignity, and he wanted his funeral services conducted the same way. He personally didn't care for funerals. He liked to remember people as they were. From Los Angeles, where John Wayne lived and worked, here's Stephen Gere.
29 years ago, when John Wayne put his boot prints into the cement at the Chinese Theater in Hollywood, he had been a star for more than a decade. He died yesterday evening at 5:35 at the UCLA Medical Center in Los Angeles, and the qualities of strength and courage that helped make Wayne a star were evident to hospital personnel in his final hours.
Mr. Wayne died in a coma. He had been having considerable pain for some time. He was under medication. At times, he denied medication. He wanted to be awake. He wanted to be with his children, his grandchildren.
John Wayne underwent 2 cancer operations at UCLA this year after recovering from open heart surgery last year and removal of a cancerous lung in 1964. This year, the UCLA Medical Center switchboard has been flooded with calls from fans and admirers, and today tributes came from around the world, including one from San Clemente.
John Wayne was true grit on and off the screen. The roles he played and the life he lived will inspire Americans for generations to come.
We're really going to miss him because he was a big, big chunk of America and a fellow that meant a lot to the people of America. I think he was a sort of a tall timber that people kind of looked to for confidence or something. That's the way I felt about him anyway.
40 years ago, Wayne starred in the classic Western film Stagecoach with actor John Carradine. Today, Carradine remembered the Duke.
He was a man for all men and all women. Men liked him as well as women. Admired him. He's a hell of a guy.
Here in the motion picture capital of the world, the flags are at half-staff today. Stephen Gere, ABC News, Hollywood.
He was born in 1907 in Winterset, Iowa, the son of a druggist. His family moved to Southern California when he was 6. There he learned to ride horses. He wanted to be a lawyer, but instead became a Hollywood stuntman. Director John Ford took notice of his ambition and threw some parts his way. He made dozens of cheap westerns, and then in 1939 he made the film that turned him into a star, John Ford's classic western, Stagecoach, co-starring Claire Trevor.
Look, Miss Dallas, you got no folks. Neither have I, and well, maybe I'm taking a lot for granted,
But you don't know me. You don't know who I am.
I know all I want to know. Here you go.
John Wayne made over 200 films. Even he didn't know the exact number. And he was the greatest box office draw in the world for over 25 years. But his worldwide fame made his personal life difficult. He was married 3 times, all to Latin American women. And altogether, he had 7 children and 21 grandchildren. On screen, John Wayne was the inevitable hero. He never served in the armed forces, but he fought the enemy on film throughout the Second World War. It was during the Vietnam War that he got the reputation of being a hawk. The movie Green Berets personified his point of view. He defended the war, and this offended a lot of people. But Wayne always felt he had not just the right, but the duty to speak out.
If I want things to be done, I feel that I have to be a part of it. I can't shirk it off onto somebody else. If I feel that I have something that is worthwhile saying, I say it.
But his views could not be categorized. He surprised many by working to help Jimmy Carter pass the Panama Canal Treaty. He also advocated the release of Patty Hearst. 10 years ago, he made the movie True Grit, playing the part of a tough old gunslinger. The film won him his only Academy Award. But true grit could also serve to characterize the man. He fought a battle with cancer for 15 years, survived heart surgery and more operations for cancer. And in April, erect and smiling, he appeared for the last time before an audience at the Academy Awards. This past winter, John Wayne talked with us for what was to be his last interview. He told us how he felt about life and death.
Listen, I spoke to the man up there on many occasions, and I have, but I've always had deep faith that there is a supreme being. There has to be. You know, it's just, to me, that's just a normal thing to have that kind of faith. The fact that he's let me stick around a little longer, or she let me stick around a little longer, certainly goes great with me. And I want to hang around as long as I'm healthy and not in anybody's way.
Do you fear death?
I don't look forward to it because it's, as you know, I mean, I don't care what faith you have. Maybe he isn't the kind of a father that I have to my children. Maybe he's a little different. Maybe he won't be as nice to me as I think he will. But I think he will.
That was John Wayne's last interview. We taped it one day before he went into the hospital, ostensibly for a gallbladder operation. But he had the feeling, he told us, that the doctors might find something more. And I think that's why he did the interview. A few years ago, Wayne decided I was getting rough treatment from the press, as he had from time to time. And although we'd never met, he wrote and said, "Hang in there." That's how our relationship began. And it led to our talk on camera. There were some things Wayne wanted people to know. That he was worried about what inflation could do to this country, that he considered the capitalistic system the best in the world, and that he was at peace with himself. John Wayne left behind a large and devoted family, 7 children and 21 grandchildren. But in truth, there isn't one of us who knew him or watched him on screen who doesn't feel tonight like one of the family. We'll have a special program on John Wayne, Homage to the Duke, tonight at 11:30, 10:30 Central Time.